Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Advice with Mike, where I'm truthfully toxic. I'm your host, Mike Murphy. And if this is your first time joining us, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button while I explain what it is we do on this show. You guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out of pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down. I give my honest and unbiased feedback. Now, listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so there ain't no guarantee I'll be able to fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So, without any further ado, let's get into this first letter. This first letter was titled, Bro, Does This Make Me Gay? He said, Yo, Mike, I really need your advice on something that's been messing with my head heavy. Hey, yo, pause. So I've been vibing with this girl online, flirty texts, fire emojis under her Instagram pics, the whole nine. She's bad, bro. Like, double back on the story, kind of bad. Hey, bro, what's her IG for market research purposes and whatnot? We've been sending each other pictures and videos. Nothing too wild at first, but over time it got a little spicy. Muy caliente. Yeah. She's always responded quick, kept the convo interesting, made me feel seen and wanted. I'm thinking, damn, this might be somebody I could really rock with. So we finally decide to link up. I pull up to her place. We're chilling. And I'm expecting it to be just like the messages. Cool vibes, maybe even a little Netflix with no intention of finishing the episode. I'd never seen the ending of anything on Netflix when I watched it with a woman. Then she hits me with the, before this goes any further, I need to tell you something. And boom, she says she's trans. Hey, yo, stay alert, stay alive. Mike, when I tell you my brain blacked out, I didn't know what to do. I felt blindsided. Look on the bright side. At least you weren't backsided. That would have hurt a lot more. I snapped, cussed her out, and dipped. But ever since I left, can't stop thinking about her. Nah, that's the square root of nasty. She was cool as hell, fine, funny. She was funny. Should have knew that was a dude right then and there. Everything I've been looking for, and yeah, biologically, she still got all the factory parts, but I'm conflicted now. I keep asking myself, does this make me gay if I still like her? Does a bear shit in the woods? Like genuinely like her, not just off the looks, but the vibes too. I didn't know going in. Hey, yo, pause again, bro. But now that I do, part of me wants to look past it and still get to know her. But the other part of me is like, bro, what are you doing? Like this video if you think he's full of shit. So, Mike, be honest with me. Am I tweaking? Yeah, that's one way to put it. Or is this just one of those things that ain't as black as white as people make it seem? Yo, my man, I hate to say it, but it's definitely as black and white as it seems. You like that person, and that makes you gay. And that's okay. Like what you like, but don't sit up here and act like somebody tricked you into being gay. No one could trick a straight man into being gay. I could be talking to a Nia Long looking joint. I'm talking about dying, straight fine, Stacy Dash in the face, all that. Crazy waist, hip ratio, bananas. The moment I get to the crib, we getting hot and bothered, getting a little frisky, and Shorty swam out the, you know what I mean? She slapped the hammer out. Nah, I'm out of there faster than Usain Bolt. I'm in the whip driving like Lewis Hamilton away from the residence because I ain't gay. Whatever attraction, any feelings, any of that is out the window as soon as I get the news. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm straight. The fact that you like, yeah, I hear that, but bro, this is crazy. That means you might be gay. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, oh, she fine, she funny. It's a great time when I'm. You never thought for 1 second, y'all down there watching the game, she giving you mad stats. You like, man, she mad knowledgeable at this football. I like this. We gonna get along. Why can't my girlfriend act more like this? You know what I'm saying? You know why it's so much fun around her? Because he's a dude. You ever been with your boys? Y'all kicking, having a good time at the man cave wing night, and you like, damn, why can't my girl just be fun to be around? You know what I'm saying? Like, if my girl was anything like my boys, I'd be happy. We all want that. You know what I'm saying? But not at the price of getting bent over and getting cheeks clapped. Nah, nah, nah. Just because you know who got the most rushing touchdowns all time don't mean I'm getting bent over. Negative. I'll just deal with the woman who can't really drive and stereotypes like stereotypes and stuff like that. Feel me? So nah, it is black and white. Once this person revealed that they were a man, born a man, had all the, you know what I'm saying? You do the hard reset on them like an iPhone, they still got the pole in the pipe, the pole in the pants. Nah. So if you still feeling that way, you might just have to address the elephant in the room is that you're actually gay. You might like women too, and some people will call that bi. But all men in the world know, all straight men know that if you're a man and you like pipe, you're just gay. You might like women too, but you're still gay. You're just a gay dude who likes chicks. I don't know what the name of that is. It's not bisexual. Women are bisexual. Men, you're gay or you're straight. That's it. And that's cool. Again, like who you like. But there are consequences to what you like. Just because you like that person and you go through with it and you're happy doesn't mean people ain't gonna have something to say. Your family's not going, they might disapprove of you. You know what I mean? Your friends might not want to hang with you no more. All that could possibly come with it. So just because you choose what makes you happy doesn't mean that's out without consequences. And then again, you never know. You might come out, yo, I, this is a dude for real. It was wrapped to me and it's gift wrapping, but then when I unwrapped it, the real present was inside, and I decided, nah, I'm cool. I like this person. And they might be like, yeah, you got scammed, but I'm here for it. And they might support you. Who knows? But it's your choice and you got to make it. So do what makes you happy, but understand there may or may not be consequences that come with that choice. So that's my advice to you, man. Stay alert, stay alive. I titled this next letter, I catfished my way into my dream girl's life. He said, yo, Mike, I've been wilding on social media. How so? I got pictures up with rented cars, borrowed cash, fake jewelry. The whole image is a lie. Shout out Sean Kingston and his mom. Stay alert, stay alive. My page is looking like I'm living large, but the truth is I'm broken. All I got is Wi-Fi and debt. Now here's the problem. There's this girl I've been DMing and she actually fell for it. Yeah, I'm sure she did. And I'm talking about a 10 out of 10 fine. Smart, stylish, got her own place, her own car, and her passport is tatted up. Plus, she be at Nobu like it's Wingstop. And somehow she likes me. Subscribe to the channel if you think he's full of shit. Or at least who she thinks I am. Yeah, that's more like it. We've been on a couple of dates and I'm already sweating the bill before the appetizers show up. Nah, that's nasty work. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul just to keep this illusion alive. And even though I know I can't afford to keep this going, I also know I never felt this connection in someone like her. Now, oh, he's about to get cleaned out. I'm stuck. Mike, do I come clean and risk losing her, or do I keep the lie going and hope she falls for the real me underneath the smoke and mirrors? I highly doubt that's going to happen because at this point, I'm dating out of my tax bracket and it's starting to show. I told you he was going to get rinsed. I need help. Hey, my man, I'm telling you right now, you are toast. The moment she finds out who it is under that crack smoke and mirrors, because that's what it is. If you thought for 1 second the real you was going to surface and she's going to be like, nah, that's cool. I'll deal with this. You're cooked. You're going to give her the ick so crazy. You say she be at Nobu like it's Wingstop and you can't even afford to pay your phone bill. You only able to communicate her when you under Wi-Fi. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? There's no, you tomorrow, you don't even really need my advice. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Because after about a week max of you trying to keep up this illusion, it's gonna fall, you're gonna fall flat on your face. She's gonna figure it out because you're not gonna be able to financially even keep up with this. The appetizers is coming to the table and you already sweating. You acting like Dave Chappelle and Half Baked when he was on that date with Mary Jane. You know what I'm saying? If you never seen it, go watch it. It's crazy. It's looking wicked for you, my boy. You batting way out of your league. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. But my advice to you is short and sweet. Hit her up, say, hey, how's it going? Whatever, boom, boom, boom. Let's meet for coffee or ice cream or something like that. You know what I mean? Because guess what? You need to take her to a place that if she ordered every single item off the menu all at once, you would still be able to afford that. That's where you need to go. Don't go no place where she can get fancy mid convo and be like, oh yeah, let me try the shrimp cocktail. And then now you cook because you can't afford that. Nah, go to a coffee shop, a little diner or something like that where the menu prices is low. You go there, you say, yo, I need to confess something to you. She gonna be like, oh my God, what's going on? But like, listen, I'm flexing on the gram, the cars, the money, all that. That's not really mine. Now, I wasn't doing it intentionally trying to get you. I was just doing it because in today's society, attention is currency for a lot of people. Not everybody, not a real nigga like me, but for most people, attention is currency. And I like the way it made me feel when people were complimenting me and were DMing me and stuff like that. And the attention I was getting from beautiful women like yourself. Then me and you started talking. I didn't think it was gonna go nowhere, you know what I'm saying? Because really inside, I know the life I'm living, and I'm surprised you even, you couldn't see through that. And I apologize because I don't want to present this version of myself to you that's not real because I don't want to waste mine or your time. Like, I really apologize. I shouldn't have let it go this far. Like, I end up catching feelings for you, and there's no way I can keep up this facade. You know what I mean? Again, I'm sorry. And that's the only way. I'm talking about the slightest slitherine of a chance that you got for her to be like, wow, I'm disappointed in you. But I do like you. I see potential in you. Like, let's just dial it back a little bit and let's just get to know each other, the real, the real you. I want to know who you really are. And then maybe, just maybe, she might like you. Psych, you're cooked. She's not gonna like you. As soon as you tell her that, she's out. Because guess what? She fell in love with the image you presented. Them is the kind of dudes that she's getting off in. She's always at Nobu. You think you know who be at Nobu? Rich niggas, not niggas who can't go to Wingstop. So she's around niggas who she thought you was like all the time. She's not gonna waste her time with you. You know what I'm saying? Women like to date up. It's called hypergamy. They don't want to date nobody that's right on their level or below. They want somebody that could feel like a leader or a protector. So she's going back to Nobu next week, and she's getting somebody who actually lives the life you thought you was living. Now, here's some side advice. I already gave you advice with this. That's over. You go ahead and end that. But my real advice is if you like the attention you're getting from those items, those cars, that stuff that you were posting, what you need to do is you need to find out what you're good at, get good at it even better, and generate the income that will allow you to purchase those things and live the life that you was fronting. And when I say you do something within the confines of the law, it got to be legal. Don't be operating outside of the law, you know what I'm saying? And go cop a OZ off your mans, and then now you locked up. They won't let you, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. Get you something legally that generate enough income to buy those things you like and get the attention you want. And I'm gonna tell you right now, 110%. Once you do that and you accumulate that money, shorty that you like, there'd be 50 to 100 of those in every city waiting for you. They want to give you the same affection. Now, they all ain't trustworthy, you know what I'm saying? But the vibe you got from her, they in every city and they waiting for dudes who got Ferraris and all that. So if you get that lifestyle, you'll get a bunch of those. You won't have to worry about it. But as far as that goes, that's my advice. So stay alert, stay alive. I titled this next letter, They Raised Me So They Think They Can Rob Me. He said, Yo, what's good, Mike? First off, I saw you perform in Chicago a few months back. You had the whole room dying. Shout out Tony Rock for the stage time. I've been a fan ever since. But today, I need more than last, bro. I need your advice. So I'm 23 and I graduated college last year. Congrats, big dog. I see you. And I've been stacking my paper ever since. I moved back in with my parents to save money. Good for you. Financial literacy is important. I'm here for it. I've been riding the train to work and bumming rides with my friends when I do go out. I've been eating at home instead of Uber Eats and keeping it low key. And now I finally got $35,000 saved up. PPP loan scammer. That's what it sounds like to me. I could be wrong. Ready to drop on a car and eventually a down payment on a house. But then a few weeks ago, my parents ran into some financial trouble. Credit cards, late bills, who knows? Nah, that sounds like a drug addiction to me, but I'm listening. Continue. And the moment they found out how much I had saved, they turned into leeches trying to suck me dry. Hey, yo, pause. Straight out of the taboo category on XNXX. Shout them out. Now they're hitting me with straight entitlement, not even asking, but telling me and saying things like, you owe us. You live here rent free. You need to give back. Without us, you wouldn't even have that money. Yeah, those are definitely the signs and symptoms of a crack addiction. Stay alert, stay alive. Mike, it's like they think my bank account is their emergency fund. They didn't even ask how I'm doing it. Just assume that since I live under their roof, my savings is up for grabs. You got to pay to play now. You grown, boy. And I'm not talking about needing a few $100s to hold them over. They want me to drain my whole savings. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. The same savings I built by sacrificing, by riding with friends, missing out on parties, not ordering takeout, no vacations or anything else. Now I feel like I'm being backed into a corner. If I don't give them the money, I'm ungrateful. But if I do, I got to start over from zero. And who's going to help me? Well, I can tell you right now, it won't be them for sure. Mike, am I wrong for wanting to keep what I earn? Or is it really my duty just because they're my parents? Let me know because right now it feels like I'm being getting hustled in my own house. Hey, big dog, first and foremost, I appreciate you coming out and supporting live comedy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tony Rock. But listen, when I was 17, I lived with my dad. I got a job at a restaurant called Eden Park, similar to like a Denny's. Then I got a second job working at a Burger King so I could save up money to go to the prom. My dad was charging me for rent and making me help with groceries. I remember I was getting paid $5.25 an hour because that was what minimum wage was in 2002. My checks were about like between 212 and 225 every 2 weeks. And out of that, let's just say 550, I had to give my dad like 200 towards the rent and then randomly like maybe another $100 towards food. So out of the 500 I'm getting, I got to give homie cuz three. And I was still 17. You 23 living under their roof. Now I'm gonna tell you this right now. You shouldn't have told them how much bread you had saved up. You should have been acting like you was just as broke as them. Soon as you ran your mouth about the funds you had stacked up in the JP Morgan Chase account, it was like, nah, fork that over, buddy, or you're about to be homeless. Now, I don't know the relationship you had with your parents. Seems like up until now, it was a very good relationship. You graduated college, they were like, yeah, come back here, stack your bread up. You know what I'm saying? Then they did something that I don't know what they was on, messed up the bread. Now they try and run your whole 35 racks. It's crazy, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I can see you breaking them off 2 bands or something, you know what I mean? Maybe 5 max. But get peeling them the whole 35 pieces, insane. You know what I mean? So I don't know what kind of relationship y'all have, but you got really like 2 options. You could just say no and take that bread right now and go get your own spot. You might not be able to buy a house, but you could take that and go to an apartment, you know what I'm saying? And then work on getting a house, do you little, you know what I'm saying, a little 6-month lease, something like that, get you some wheels, or you thug it out. You don't get the wheels yet. You still keep riding the train, hopping rides with your friends and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Tell them, yo, I need y'all a couple more months. And you stack up some more a little bit to get the crib, and then boom. And then later on down the line, you repair a relationship with your parents or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or it might not be reparable because they might need that 35 like their life dependent on it. You know what I'm saying? Might be uh some training day, the Russians. Got Alonzo under the bridge. It might be that. Your dad might owe the Russians. So if you don't peel him off with that 35 racks, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, fish fries in a balloon release. You know what I'm saying? That's what it might be. So you got to figure out what the issue is. But it isn't fair that they want all of your money. 35 grand is a lot of money that's saved up, and you're a young boy. You know what I'm saying? You don't get you don't get a second set of parents as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's tough. I'm gonna keep it real right now. I love my mom and dad. I'm never giving them 35 grand. Never. I grew up in a household with tough love. I got locked up for selling narcotics, street pharmaceutical rep. They could have let me out if my mom just would have, paid the phone bill and let me do house arrest. She said, nah, he'll stay up there and learn. So I grew up in that environment. So I would tell my parents, you're not getting the 35. Here's 5 racks, stay alert, stay alive. And that's what you do with it. That's it. You know what I mean? So I don't, this is tough. Here's my advice. I don't know whether you should give them the money or not, move out or not, whatever. I think what it is you need to do is whatever your heart is telling you, whatever your conscience is telling you that you need to do, you need to do. And not the conscience that's telling you like a peer pressure, like, well, I feel like if I don't do it, they'll be mad at me. No, 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 no. What is God putting in your heart? Is he saying, yo, help your parents? Or is he saying, nah, I worked hard for this. I'm not giving you 35 racks. Whatever that is, you do that. And again, that's just my advice to you. I'm a comedian, not a therapist. Don't be writing me back like I'm never coming to your shows no more, bro. My family disowned me because I ain't giving the bread. I hate you. You do with this information what you will, but that's my advice. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice from Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy, and I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment telling me what advice you would have gave to them. Now, maybe you got a toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. Feel free to send us a letter to the email provided below, and we'll read it on the next episode of Advice with Mike. And with that being said, our time together has come to an end. Just remember, stay alert, stay alive.